am locking myself in my garage for 24 hours to become an expert blacksmith. Start the clock. It is 5:51 right now. We will be going till tomorrow, till 5:51. Almost considered quitting this challenge. We're not off to a great start. Broken camera, burnt finger. This whole thing's a mess. Can I just sit here and do nothing for the rest of the 24 hours? No more drawing. I'm done. Right now we have 6 hours and 45 minutes left to become the expert blacksmith. We have all the tools. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make a better bottle opener. Gosh dang. Who knew becoming an expert blacksmith was so hard? I wanna quit so badly, dude. Oh my gosh. To make things easier, I made myself a schedule. I'm gonna start by forging a bottle opener. Now, if you haven't seen the rest of my videos, you can probably tell that I am a beginner blacksmith. Hopefully I got enough supplies for 24 hours. Oh, jeez. I'm so beginner. Already an hour in and we haven't even finished a freaking bottle opener. Holy crap. So, we got our baseline here. This is our first bottle opener. Okay, so we're sitting about an hour and a half in. We only made one bottle opener, but something I've realized is we gotta make some tools, and we're not gonna need the forge for that. An expert is only as good as his tools are, so we're gonna have to make some if we want a better bottle opener. Burned the living piss out of my finger trying to weld this new tool I need. Got a minor setback. The camera fell and now the lens is broken. The show must go on. Let's get back to making tools and burning fingers. And there we go. We got one hardy hole cut off. I gotta be real with you guys, 24 hours is a long time. We're only 3 hours in, so I need to pick me up. So I was getting excited. I just cut these 2 pieces of steel because I was gonna start making tongs. But you know what I didn't realize? It is 9 o'clock at night. My wife just brought me some food. Yeah. We're gonna chow down, look at some of the plans, figure out what we need to do to become an expert blacksmith, but without making noise. Oh, that's a lot better. I'm gonna actually start drawing some designs that I want this new bottle opener to look like. I think with correct planning, I'll be able to actually make the thing that I want and do it at an expert level. Okay, so we had a little planning session, we had some drawings. Now I know what I need to do to prepare for tomorrow when we can actually start forging things again. I want to start getting really good at scroll work. Now in the past, I have started to draw some of this scroll work, and as you can see, it looks alright, but I want this to look better. Scroll work is very important for expert blacksmiths because there are things that you can create and look super cool with engravings like this. We're about 5 hours in, so I'm gonna dedicate maybe 1 or 2 hours to straight drawing, because if you can draw it well, I'm sure you can make it well too. I'm trying to do all this cross hatching to make the shadows and stuff, but all I'm making is a corn on the cob. It's so hard to make all these so symmetrical and everything. It's been a full hour of just straight drawing. I'm going insane. No more drawing. I'm done. We've been doing this for 7 hours now. We have 17 hours left. I am gonna start doing some organization stuff. That's not really expert of me to be having all my crap laying around. Alright, y'all gotta check this out. This is probably the coolest thing I have ever made. I needed a rack for my wire brush, right? I didn't want to put anything fixed to this stand just in case it got in the way. I needed to move it, but check it out. Are you serious? It just hooks on in there. It's super strong. Throw your freaking wire brush, You throw your hammer if you wanted to. Now that's expert level, baby. I got some more really good ideas, so make sure you're watching because you're not gonna wanna miss out. This thing that I just made is amazing. So it's got that same release system, kind of just locks in there. Super simple. And then you just throw your hammer in there and now you got a place to store your hammers and they're not just laying on the floor. I got another thing that I made is a rack for my tongs. The only thing that sucks is that only burned 1 hour, 16 hours left. You guys comment down below what you would do if you were stuck in your garage for 24 hours. I want to hear you down in the comments. Anything, really. This little piece that's missing out of my camera now. Tried to find it while I was cleaning, but zero success. So annoying, you know how those things, if it like falls, it just vanishes into the quantum realm. Like, gosh, it's so annoying. Wasn't that satisfying? I know you. Well, that definitely burned some time. We are now at 14 hours left. Woo! Almost halfway done, guys. So far, we have made a nice wire brush shelf and a shelf for the hammers. We cleaned the new bandsaw. By the way, I just got this tool. It's a new one. 100 bucks on Facebook Marketplace. I really need to have a more professional pair of tongs like these. When it gets daylight, I'm gonna be making a new pair of tongs. Stay tuned for that. I know it's a very expert thing to do to make really good looking tongs. There's only one more thing I need to do before it's morning and I can actually start forging again. Yeah, this is gonna be the punch that we need to make the eyes of the skull. Man, this has gotta be my new favorite tool. Alright, well I think that's enough messing around for tonight. It is 4:53 in the morning. We got 2 more hours until we can actually start making some noise. I'm actually gonna turn the lights off, take some rest, because we gotta lock in, and if I'm super tired, probably not gonna be able to do all of the stuff I need to. Oh, good morning. It is 6:55. We're about ready to start the forge. It is cold in here, so probably gonna start it to just heat up the garage. Jacket's coming on. Whoa. We gotta get cracking on some tools before we can start making some more bottle openers. We need to make a pair of tongs. We have 11 hours to do all of these things, become an expert blacksmith. Just barely finished forging the first side of the tongs, and my finger is starting to form a blister. Rivet time. Come on. My freaking hole is too small. Let's try that again. Holy crap, that's a long rivet. Third tries the charm. Guys, we freaking did it. We made a pair of, I can't remember the name of these, but I love them. You can hold round stock, you can hold square stock, you can hold a lot of things with these tongs. They're gonna be very important for what we're gonna be doing. It is now almost 10 o'clock. And we are following the schedule. 8 o'clock, forge tongs. Next is a fast hold. Well, a whole hour later, we got a fast hold. So now you can do work on your piece but it's being held. Okay. There we go. We have made a hold fast, some punches, tongs, a cut off hardy hole, all just to make a better bottle opener. Right now we have 6 hours and 45 minutes left to become the expert blacksmith. We have all the tools. All we gotta do is stick to the end and finally make these expert level bottle openers. I will say that we did make a very, very cool bottle opener. Now, here's the problem. I still have about 5 hours left. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make a better bottle opener. So we're gonna do something else. This is going to be so complex, I doubt I'll be able to do it, but we're here to find out. Comment down below what you think I'm making, and if you're right, I might give it away. This is easily the hardest thing I've ever made. I'm getting very frustrated. Oh, I'm so beat up. Gosh dang. Who knew becoming an expert blacksmith was so hard, let alone doing it in 24 hours. We have just 3.5 hours left, guys. We gotta turn this thing into something really cool to show how much improvement I've made in this 24 hours. My wife brought me some food. It's pretty good. We have about 2.5 hours left. That light straw. Final touches, then we're done. There's 13 minutes left on the timer. We have 8 minutes left, guys, and then I'm free of the garage. But I will take advantage of that time to show you what I've made. 24 hours ago, I accepted the challenge to try to become an expert blacksmith in a single day. Got a new pair of tongs, hold fast, punch, foldable kind of knife, 2 bottle openers, hardy hole cutter, sheath for my wife's kitchen knife. It's not done yet. I made these awesome racks for my hammers and for my wire brush, all detachable. I made a rack for my tongs so my tongs aren't just laying around. All these things in the span of 24 hours. And man, I'm exhausted. You know, I don't recommend staying 24 hours in your garage to become a better blacksmith, but I do recommend taking some time, doing the basic work, and not just doing the most trendy stuff. At times, it's the most monotonous projects that really make you an expert at what you do. Now that I've made all these tools, I have a lot more capabilities, and I can do the things that I really want to do. If you want to follow along with me in my journey of becoming an expert blacksmith, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. I got plenty more projects up and coming. I'm gonna start making Damascus soon for the first time, so keep a lookout for that. It is officially 5:51, and that's when we started yesterday, so that officially meets my 24-hour challenge. I really appreciate you guys being here, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm off to bed. Peace.